The headlines. Israel confirms an attack on the Jabalia refugee camp in northern Gaza. The Hamas-run health ministry says at least 50 people were killed in the raid. UNICEF says Gaza is becoming a graveyard for children and warns generational trauma is being caused by Israel's bombardment. The UK COVID inquiry hears from two of Boris Johnson's closest former advisors. They deliver a scathing assessment of how the crisis was handled.
I would say overall, widespread failure, but pockets of excellent people and pockets of excellent teams doing excellent work within an overall dysfunctional system.
And we speak to the U.S. ambassador to Japan why the U.S. has started buying Japanese seafood as a way to push back at economic coercion by China.
Saudi Arabia is set to host the men's 2034 World Cup after Australia decided against bidding to stage it. Football Australia confirmed its decision only hours before FIFA's deadline for declarations of interest. Saudi Arabia was the only other nation to bid. Critics accuse Saudi Arabia of using sports to distract from human rights abuses. The hosts will be formally announced next year. French leaders are growing more concerned about rising anti-Semitism after 60 Stars of David were painted on Paris walls on Monday night. Political leaders have said such acts, quote, recall the 1930s. The country's interior minister says that more than 850 anti-Semitic incidents have been reported since Hamas's attacks on Israel in early October. Paris authorities are investigating the incidents. And the heir to Spain's throne, Princess Leonor, has sworn an oath to the country's constitution at a formal ceremony in Madrid. The 18-year-old received the collar of the Royal Order of Charles III after a joint session of the Spanish Congress and Senate. And during her oath, the princess vowed to respect the rights of citizens and uphold the law. Just before we go, it is Halloween this evening here in the United States. Millions have been getting dressed up in their scariest or silliest costumes to go trick-or-treating or attend parties with loved ones. We know it's been a difficult time for many, so we wish everyone a safe and happy holiday.